So, sorry for the late update, but it is now it's Friday, November 11th. So I've officially had my cast off for a week now, and it's honestly been amazing. I've had my cast off and I'm still very swollen, as you can tell, but my mouth's very swollen, which is why I'm talking kind of funny and I look kind of funny. But I was gonna do the update right as soon as I got the cast off, but my face swelled up so much after I got the cast off that it was so hard for me to even talk, and I wanted to wait until a bit of the swelling went down because I looked like a puffer fish. I was very puffy and it was very hard for me to actually do a proper update because I looked terrible. And basically, so I got the cast off, and what I did was I went into the office and he assured me, he's like, oh, it's gonna be fine. Like, he said it might hurt a little bit because it's gonna be taking like splints out. So the first thing he did was just check out my nose and everything. He slipped a little bit of the stitches that were there, and before I knew it, he was pulling the splints out. And I'm not gonna lie, it was actually painful because the dried blood had actually dried to my stitches, which also dried to the plastic stents. The stents themselves were about maybe this big, so they went all the way up my nose, like these plastic things, and when we pulled it out, it hurt so bad because everything had stuck to them, and my nose started bleeding, but it didn't last very long. It was just like some very like minimal bleeding. It was just very annoying and it hurt a lot when he pulled them out because it was very sensitive. But I don't want anyone to take that the wrong way because I've always naturally had a very low tolerance for pain. I have anxiety, so of course my pain will obviously be worse because of that. So everyone has different experiences with it. For me it was painful, but for other people it might not be. So yeah, so what happened was he took those out, and then when he took the cast off, he pulled it off like a bandage, and my nose was very sensitive, so of course that wasn't too pleasant. And he tried cleaning it up, but it hurt too much for him to even press on my face here, because one of the things they had to do in order to keep my nose from pointing down when I smile, they had to cut the muscle, which is right around here, and it hurt a lot, and it still kind of does hurt. But honestly, pain level, it's definitely gone down. My swelling has gone down a huge amount. Like, he said I won't be able, it's only been 2 weeks, so it takes at least 1 or 2 months for the actual main swelling to go down, so I still have a little while to go before I see any final results. And he said the very final stage you won't notice until after a year. So I still have a long ways to go in terms of recovery. Like I said, it's only been 2 weeks. But essentially, so the front, it's still very swollen, so you can't really tell, but this is from the front, from the side, and from the other side. I am so extremely happy. When I first got the cast off, I was a little freaked out because I was so swollen. My eyes were so swollen that I could barely open them. Like, that's how my recovery was. I had a very rough recovery, but I kind of expected that because, like I said, I've always had a very low pain tolerance. But I'm honestly over the moon. I'm so happy with the results so far. And I won't be able to notice much of the breathing. I still am stuffy because I still have stitches and scabbing on the inside of my nose still, so that's very normal. So I won't actually notice anything till about after a month. But as far as the shape goes, it's exactly what I wanted, especially from the side. From the front, it's very swollen. The tip of my nose is very swollen right now. It's kind of hard too. When I poke it, it's not squishy. It's kind of hard. And that's so that the tip won't go down. But so essentially what happened was I'm very swollen here too, and I still have some bruising here on my eyes. I tried covering up with makeup, but it's still not fully covered because there's still bruising around my eyes. I bruise very easily too. So the main things that I had him do, of course, fix the breathing because I had a deviated septum. And of course with the shape, from the front it's a little hard to see, but I had him narrow. You can sort of see it, you might see some stitches, but so from the top, he narrowed the tip. From before it was a little too bulbous, too round, so he narrowed the tips very slightly, not like to a point, but just narrowing it more like naturally, so it doesn't look too like round, but at the same time it looks more natural. You can see the swelling here, where it's a little bit dark here, there's some bruising there. So that's going to go down also a lot eventually, but what he did was, I'll see if I can do it from this side, he got rid of the bump that was right here. So the bump is now gone, which I am so ecstatic about. And then the tip, if you can see when I smile, it doesn't go down anymore. So I'm very happy about that. So I'm very excited. So like I said, it's only been about 2 weeks, so I'm planning to do another update in the next 2 weeks, so when I hit the 1 month. So I'm very excited to see how that goes. My appointment's on the 8th of December for the monthly checkup. So I will definitely have an update beforehand. So I'll see how that goes, and I'll see you later. Bye.